It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New England. It's the Ravens and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. The stadium is packed. Standing room only a chance for their hometown team to get to the Super Bowl. Great to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and the most important thing in the building, the Lamar Hunt Trophy. It is up for grabs for the AFC Championship. Two evenly matched teams. Greg, what are you looking for in this one?
You know, I think the team that understands how to use this energy, as you said, it is electric in this building, especially for the home team. You know that you are one win away from the ultimate goal, which is to play and have a chance for the Super Bowl trophy. Who can harness that energy early the best? There's going to be some pregame jitters. There's going to be some excitement on the sideline and in that huddle. Can you settle down early and just treat it like any other game? I think the team that gets into their rhythm the quickest, Mike, is going to be the one that has the best chance to find themselves holding that Lamar Hunt Trophy at the end.
They'll start this one with a three tight end look. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. That's going to be caught by the rookie out of LSU. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he...
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Demario Douglas. Touchdown, New England. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We talked to him earlier in the week, Mike, and he tried to downplay this as just another game, but I think after seeing him on the field during warm-ups, that's gone out the window. You can tell it's starting to set in just how big of an opportunity this really is. They've outlasted every team in the AFC except for the one they're about to face. If they're able to beat them, man, they'll have a chance to do something really special. But for that to happen, they're going to need him to lead the way. They try to overcome this intimidating atmosphere, and if he does that, they could be holding the Lamar Hunt Trophy in just a few short hours.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion comes Walker. 2nd down. Jackson. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion comes Walker. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Marcus Jones now to return. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, New England. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it, but when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike, and it's because we don't see it very often in a world of the ever-increasing touchback. We don't see a lot of returns in this league, so when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back. But the key here is the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice game.
A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, New England.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pickup there by the back to pick up the first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone, because it's first and goal.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Again, it'll be Stevenson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Pats move out to a 21-3 advantage. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion comes Walker. Gonna go right back to Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Bateman is the motion man. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Back to throw, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back at the 16.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw now, May. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Jackson now. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
To the air one more time with Jackson. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here's a short one caught by Andrews. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Jackson up top again. That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So we've reached halftime here in the AFC title game. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. We just watched a fine first half out of this quarterback. That's Drake May. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Throwing Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson heading out onto the field. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
That's good for the Patriots.
They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The tackle by Justin BK. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's May. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack. On 3rd and long, here's May. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. ball incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Again, it's Jackson. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now a screen set up for Henry. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
A first down throw for Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now, Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he will score. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will cut it to a 2-point lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Stevenson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Here's May. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Going up top. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, New England. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Sly now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Patriots will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the AFC Championship game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. It's 2nd down. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down, and here comes 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Bateman is the motion man. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. He'll go again here with Henry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Remember this one thing, it is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL, and I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Off the play fake, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, Jackson. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll bring up second and goal. To the air one more time with Jackson. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. A run here with Stevenson. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On first down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, here's May. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On second down, it's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Second down and 8. A carry now for Gibson. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. His kick is good. He got it. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Williams now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. In motion comes Walker. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get this up close to a 1st down, working it to the 33-yard line. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Jackson up top again. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jackson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Down to a knee here. And cue the celebrations. They are on their way to the Super Bowl. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Patriots as they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy. They are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So that's a wrap for Greg Olson and our outstanding crew. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll reconvene in 2 weeks in Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night.